What's up, everyone? This is Richard and who are you?
Maddox.
With Backcountry Life. You want to say something?
With my broken dirt bike.
With his broken, that is right. So we're actually talking about the Stacyc 16 e-drive bike. So these are awesome. So stay tuned. We're going to chat about them, what we like and don't like about these. So.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. So we've got Maddox and Richard here talking about the Stacyc bikes. And Maddox, first off, how do you like your dirt bike?
Because you can turn it to green mode.
Yeah, you can turn it to green mode, the fast mode. Have you loved this little bike?
Yeah.
Did it teach you how to ride a dirt bike really well?
Yeah.
Was it scary?
No.
Was the big bike scary when you first tried to ride them?
Kind of.
Yeah. So we actually love this Stacyc bike. So we bought it for Maddox. And the great thing about it is it's just like a Strider bike. So if your kids have been riding a Strider bike, well, even if they haven't been, this is such a good bike for kids to really learn how to ride a dirt bike. Because what happens is they can use it as a Strider bike just fine. But then you can turn it on the throttle and it has 3 different modes. What are the 3 modes, Maddox?
Red is the slowest, orange is middle fast, green is the fastest.
Yep, that is correct. And so you can have 3 different modes you can put for your kids depending on where they're at. And it teaches them throttle control, which is very hard for kids to understand, like young kids. Maddox, why do you think people should buy a Stacyc bike?
Because then they can learn how to ride other bigger bikes.
Yes, it is a great transition bike. It's a great first bike. So here's why I like it, is it's an electric bike, so no noise. So you can ride it around on your lawn. So Maddox, the first time we rode it was on our lawn and just easy. And if he falls over, it's like no big deal. It didn't hurt at all. So that's the other thing, is it's very light. So he can move it around. If he falls over, it doesn't hurt him, or it's not hot. There's no heat on any of the parts. I mean, the electric motor produces a little bit of heat, but it's not like you never feel it, right? It's never going to burn you, and so that's really nice. So why I wouldn't buy a Stacyc is they can be expensive. So if you're wanting to save some money, I don't know if I'd buy it. I think you could buy the 350 SX little blue bike that's electric Chinese bike. They're fine for a beginner bike. They work really well. You playing with my tools, bud? Okay. So they work really well, but and I can't remember what they run, but I think they're about half the price of this. I mean, this is the better option by far, but if price is an issue, then just go with the other bike. But if you can't afford this bike, I would get it. It was really fun. He's really enjoyed it, and it really helped his skill with the throttle control, brakes, and then the balance, and then getting used to the power, of using the dirt. So these are rad bikes. We bought the bigger bike because there's the smaller model, and then this is the bigger one. And unless you have small kids, I would almost always go with the bigger bike, because you just drop the seat height right here. That's just a little bolt, and just push it all the way down. And Maddox, when we bought it for him when he was 4, and it's never been too big for him. So, and he's been able to use it for a long time. So the one thing that we have really hated about this is an older version of a Stacyc, and it has a fuse. And what happened today, Maddox?
The fuse blew up.
Hold up the fuse. There's the broken fuse. It blew up. And what happens to your bike when the fuse blows up?
You have to fix it with another fuse.
Yeah, you have to put another fuse in. It's really annoying. The fuse is actually inside here, down in there, and it's kind of hard to get to. It takes about 20 minutes to switch out, but they blow all the time, especially when he's this size. He just blew one right over here on this dirt over here within 20 minutes after me fixing it the first time. So he's getting a little big for this bike. We need to get him riding the 50 actually, and he's skill level there to do that. So he is big for it. But the good thing is the new ones, they have brushless motors and no fuse. So they'll just get hot and stop working when they overheat. So the great things about these, the batteries, just pop them off here. Now, I wish they did it like a DeWalt battery where they're interchangeable with a bunch of different ones, but they made a special one. You have to buy a Stacyc battery, and they're interchangeable. Just throw them on and off. Real easy. Addicts can do it. And just super cool bike. So we love them, and we'll put a link in the description. So we'd love it if you guys support us. We get a little commission on it. Helps us support our channel. We'd really appreciate that. They're rad bikes. I would strongly suggest one if your kid's interested in dirt biking, or you want to get your kids kind of interested in dirt biking. This really is. It's just not scary. Whereas the bigger bikes can be scary, the 50s with the motor. And we actually had Will, his boy, we need to get him on here. He bought his kid a 50 and didn't really get in. And Will and Lacey both love dirt biking, and he didn't really love his 50 a lot. They bought him a Stacyc brushless motor one, and he loves it. So I actually have some footage of that. We'll roll that in Maddox and Banks Racing, and it's been a fun bike. Anything you want to add about your bike, bud?
One time when me and Banks went racing, I won.
That's all that matters. Good job. Anything else? Any advice or anyone about that you want to tell anyone about the bike?
And also,
on the road. Hit the road, Maddox. Come back over here on the road.
that has lots of fuses.
Yeah, you gotta if you buy an old one. Now all the new ones are the brushless motor, so you do not have the fuse issue. So, but if you're gonna buy a used one, I would strongly suggest do not get one with a fuse. Make sure it has the brushless motor, because it's kind of a pain. Unless your kid's little and you just want to ride around like the yard and stuff. But if you your kid's getting a little bit bigger and you want to ride anywhere else, no, it doesn't work. It's just a pain. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, comment. Any questions or anything, let us know.